If you do what you're supposed to do, then you shouldn't be mad. Yes, I'm giving you all the tea. Hello, my name is Shaneida Monique. Matter of fact, this ain't even tea. Go get you some coffee because I'm about to wake you up. All right? 5 signs he's a deadbeat dad. Sign number 1. He has vague information about his kids. It means that he don't know their birthdays, and it could be 1 kid or 2, 3, how many he got, I don't know. Like, how you don't know their birthday? But no, believe me, there are men out there that swear that they're good fathers. They don't even know their own kids' birthdays. So that's like one sign, is that he don't know their birthdays. And you could just actually casually ask, like, oh yeah, oh you have a son, oh you have a daughter, oh when's their birthday? And he'll be like, I think so. It's like it's August, September. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been getting the kids confused. You know, he's born in March. You know, me and his mom, we got to go into arguments and stuff about, you know, yeah, it's somewhere around there. Do he knows his kids' birthdays? It's like number 1 sign and red flag. So run. Does he know if his child has allergies? You should be able to know if your child is allergic to peanuts or shrimp or, you know, anything. And these are just simple questions, but as a parent, you know exactly what your child is allergic to. So if like he has no clue that what his child is allergic to, I'm sorry, he's a deadbeat. Does he know any of his child's talents or likes? That is a big one. The talents. If you are a parent and you're there every day, you know what your child likes. You know that your son loves football. He loves basketball. He, you know, loves whatever sport it is, or the sports is just not his thing. You know that if your daughter loves singing or dancing, you know that your daughter loves whatever toy. And as a parent that's actually involved in your kid's life, you know these things. And a man that's involved in his kid's life, that's truly involved in his kid's life, he's gonna know what his kids like and don't like. And I keep on saying kids, but this can be child or kid. But he's going to know. He's going to know. There's not going to be a time where he's thinking to himself like, he likes everything. Really? So, and mind you, this goes all under vague information. You asked about the birthday. You ask, oh, well, what do your child likes to do? To sign number 2, that he's a deadbeat dad. He never spends quality time with his kid. Now, quality time is different from you taking them every other weekend because you have a court order. It's not the same. Not the same. You know, and then some men will actually go to court and you know, and try to get visitation or joint custody or whatever, and have their kids every other weekend just to spite the mother, not because they actually want to spend quality time with their kids. It's crazy, but it happens. It's just, you know, but as a woman that's looking at it from the outside, you kind of got to know what the red flags is. You have to know the signs so that you know what you're dealing with, so that you don't get involved with a deadbeat dad. Don't do it. It's not worth it at all. All right. So quality time is also, if you know, when he has his kids, is he actually doing things with his when he takes his child? Is he spending quality time with them, or is he dropping them off at somebody else's house? Is he dropping them off so that his mother could go watch them? Is he dropping them off at his sister's house or his aunt's house or whoever? Is he really legit taking care of his kids and spending time with them? Because if you only got your kids every other weekend, then that weekend should really be dedicated to doing what they want to do. Does he take them to the park? Does he take them out to eat? Does he take them to the movies? But even every other weekend, is he doing things with them? Because even in quarantine, you have your children, and you know, building forts in the house. You know, if you got a son, then you're playing video games or basketball or whatever the case is. He's just not idle. Are you spending quality time with your kids? That's a sign as well. All right. Also, when you're with a single father, and let's say you're dating at this point, and you know you've already gotten familiar with each other, another sign of if he's spending quality time with them is, does he actually include them in your plans? Like, so if he's getting his children or child, whatever, every other weekend, does he include them into your plans? So does he say, okay, well, you know what, this weekend I'm gonna have my daughter, so you know we can hang out, but you know we can hang out all together, so let's do something fun that incorporates all of us? Or is it that when you guys have plans, or if he has the weekend where he has his son, does he cancel with you to go be with his son? Or does he, which is, you know, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's kind of like what you sign up for, to be honest. But does he cancel his son to go hang out with you? That's different. All right, so sign number 3. He's always bad-mouthing and blaming the child's mother. It's so crazy to me that a woman can sit there and hear a man badmouth his child's mother, and you just go along with it. Don't ever do that. You know, if a man is talking about the mother of his children and he never has anything good to say, you need to walk away, seriously, because he decided to have a child with her, you know, and you decide when you lay down with someone, really, you know, you do, it's like a freaking soul contract. And you have this child, you bring this child into the world, but you never ever have anything good to say about the child's mother, like nothing at all. You just constantly bad-mouthing her. That really, it doesn't sound right. Whenever somebody's just constantly talking negative about a person and always blaming them, or always shifting the blame to them, that's not somebody that you want to get involved with, because that means that ultimately they're telling you that they can't take responsibility for their own actions. Also, if he's bad-mouthing her and he's saying, oh, she's just jealous, I don't bring no girls around her because, you know, say she acts funny, she's jealous. Don't listen, mamita. He's lying. When a man tells you that his baby mother or his child's mother is jealous and of every woman that he be with, or every woman that he brings around, he's lying. Okay, let me tell you, he don't want you to know that most likely he's still sleeping with her, or trying to, and he's trying to keep y'all apart. He wants to create distance so that she don't really spill the beans, because that's one thing that a baby mama, it don't matter, most likely she's gonna tell the truth. She gonna be like, yes, he be in my face all the time. Yes, every time he comes and he drops off this baby, he try to drop off his raggedy self too. He can't stay here. All right, which is actually going to lead us into sign number 4. And sign number 4 is they have zero contact with the mother of the child. Zero. And you have to think to yourself, you have people that say, oh, well, you know, I don't rock with her, I don't talk to her, like I just rather have no contact with her whatsoever. You know, and at first it's understandable, especially if you ended a breakup or whatever, but, or let's say it depends on the situation. But the fact that he has zero contact with the child's mother is definitely a huge sign that he's a deadbeat dad, because in order for a woman to cut all ties to a man, especially when she has a child with him, something had to happen. Something there that's not addressed for them to have zero contact. It's rare that a man has complete zero contact with the mother. It's you know, like if he says, well, I don't rock with her, I don't talk to her, I don't even call her, I don't look at her, I don't do Poppy, you lying. You lying, Poppy. There's something else. It's your story and it's her story. So I'm sure that if you go and ask her, the story is going to be completely different. When a man has zero contact with the mother of his children, how are you talking to the kids? You know, if they're old enough, then they have cell phones, then cool, I understand. But if they don't have cell phones, how you talking to the kids? How you finding out what they need? How you making sure that the mother is taking care of and she's doing what she's supposed to do in order to provide for your child if you have zero contact? I wonder why you have zero contact. Could be a narcissist. You know, something very toxic about that relationship. He doesn't call her, and he don't want you to call her either. What do you think that means? That he doesn't want you to have any contact with her at all either. You know, and as women, we might come and say, oh, well, you don't speak to her. Okay, well, I'll be the mediator. I'll be the one in the middle that kind of just works things out. And you have situations like that, like you see on Love and Hip Hop. I know, shut up, don't judge me. Like how Mimi has a baby with Stevie J and how he's married to Faith Evans, and somehow Faith Evans becomes a mediator between those two. And you know, and it's really because, you know, as a woman, because you want to help, so at times you put yourself out there to be a mediator, and it's a red flag when he does not want you to mediate with his children's mother, because that means that there's something there that he's not telling you. There's something there that he does not want you to find out, and therefore he rather you just have zero contact as well. And last but not least, we come to the end. Number 5 is going to be, he spends zero money on his kid. If you're close enough with a man, you know what he spent his money on. You know if he spends his money on bills, cars, hanging out, whatever. You pretty much know where. If you just sit back and observe, you know where he spends his money on. And if he's not, when he goes shopping and he's in these stores, is he picking up a shirt or jeans or whatever, or sneakers for his kid? Do you ever see him when he's in a store picking out something for his child? Does he do school shopping? Does he buy supplies or clothes or anything? He don't spend no money? No? He don't pay child support. You don't pay child support, so who is supporting your kid? I don't get it. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's terrible out here. It's terrible. All right, and you know what? Let me just tell you something else. A man that is doing what he's supposed to do is not going to sit there and complain about doing what he's supposed to be doing. You're supposed to financially take care of your kids. Why are you complaining? I'm sure that we could get into the whole child support thing or whatever, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about all of that. I'm talking about deadbeat dads that use this as an excuse to not take care of their kids financially. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Don't come for me. All right? But just him complaining about spending money on his kids, like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. If a person is sitting there complaining about bills and complaining about paying rent, that's a person that don't pay their rent on time. That's a person that is that is struggling somehow financially, or they don't look at it, or they're not disciplined, they don't look at it as you know, just something that you do. For the most part, taking care of your kid is something that you're supposed to do. When you have to go out and go school shopping, you know that they going to school. What you complaining for? You know that they gotta eat. What you complaining every day that they hungry for? When you complain, nobody cares. Okay? Here's another thing. If you do for one child, but you don't do for the other, or you know all of the, you can name everything for one child, but the other one you have no clue about, you're a deadbeat. Sorry. Also, I know that I'm gonna upset some men, but I mean, don't come for me, because if you do what you're supposed to do, then you shouldn't be mad. But women don't know the signs, they don't know what to look for, they are, you know, completely clueless. You know, and then on top of that, you have a lot of guys that are just deadbeats, and they're very manipulative. And the whole point of me doing this video, or you know, or just me doing videos in general, is because I want to give you the information that you need, so that you're not manipulated, so that you're not taken advantage of, so that you know the signs for yourself. I want to empower you, okay? I'm sure I'm not the only one that has ever experienced this before. Let me know, like, if any of the signs that I've mentioned you've experienced for yourself. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed my video. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. All right, and I will chat with you soon.